Hey everybody, I'm Andrew from the Bugout channel, and today I'm excited to show you my zombie kit. Thanks for watching. For all my zombie gear, I've actually broken it down into 3 distinct kits. Each kit is based on a certain scenario. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain each kit and the scenario that goes with the kit. Okay, so in all 3 of my kits, there's going to be a few constants. So instead of being redundant later on, I'm just going to go ahead and knock them out now, explain what they are, and then we won't discuss them again. So the first is gloves and glasses. These are pretty self-explanatory, but you don't want to get any bites on your hands, and you don't want to get any blood in your eyes. This is going to help you. You keep these on at all times. This is going to keep you safe. Every kit has this. Next, N95 Mask. Now, I don't know, I don't think anybody knows exactly how the disease or whatever it is going to spread, but you definitely don't want to be a zombie, and if it is airborne, you want to have one of these on you at all times, at least until you can determine that it's not airborne. So keep this on you. And then the last thing is the type of clothing that you wear. Now, it doesn't have to be anything military. In fact, I strongly recommend it. This is just the first thing I grabbed, but this is a good example because of the material. Long sleeve shirt, long sleeve pants, something that you can wrap tight. You're going to try to avoid getting any blood on your skin or any bites in your skin. So a thicker material is a must, and also something that you can easily take on and off. You know, something with pockets is good too. So this would be something that I'd recommend. If you could find this in a solid color that doesn't look quite as military, that could help you out later on. So those are the constants for my kit, and now I'm just going to go ahead and explain my 3 kits. Now, each kit, as I said, has a scenario. So this first kit here, the scenario is that you need to leave your house, and you're in a world where there is zombies, but there's not a whole lot of human feedback. Really, it's a world full of zombies with very few humans. That's what this kit is for. Now, like I said, because this is a world primarily full of zombies, where there's not going to be a whole lot of pushback from humans, I've decided to go with a 22 LR rifle, and I've gone with this is a CMMG, and no, it's not just the bolt kit, this is an actual CMMG rifle, 22, and I love this thing, and I'm not going to go too deep into each item, but it has a EOTech for quick target acquisition, and it does have a flashlight because you might be doing, you might be out and about during the night. And I won't go into the rest of it, but those 2 things are very important. And I've decided to go with 22 LR because, first of all, it will penetrate the brain. So if you shoot a zombie in the head, it will go into their brain. And if it doesn't on the first try, you can always put 2 or 3. And now, the reason I say 2 or 3 and 22 LR, it's very important. You can carry a lot of 22 LR. So this kit, this entire kit, is designed for you to be away from your home, you know, for like 24 to 72 hours, and you will not run out of ammo. And you could, you're talking hundreds of zombies, you'll still have plenty of ammo because 22 LR is extremely light. So, the pistol I've gone with is also a 22 LR. This is an M&P 22. As I mentioned, this has a flashlight, and this has a flashlight, primarily because this kit you're going to be out for nights as well as days. So you do want to have the ability to acquire targets with a flashlight, and you obviously want to know what you're shooting at instead of just shooting away. Even though there is zombies out there, you still want to be careful. But I do have a third pistol, and that is in case you actually have a little pushback from humans as well. This is a Glock 23, but it's modified to shoot 9mm. So it has a 9mm barrel in it from Lone Wolf, and it also has a flashlight. Now, the reason I've gone with 9mm, no, I don't think it's the best round out there, but, with technology nowadays, it is getting to be a decent defensive round. But I picked it also because it's a smaller caliber round that does have a little bit of a punch, and I can carry more. I can carry more of it. And also, the reason that I did that is so, when I'm wearing this kit, I'm going to be scavenging. I might be looking for stuff, I might be going to meet somebody, who knows what I'm doing, what my mission's going to be. But I want the ability to shoot as many calibers as possible. So what I've done is I've put the 9mm barrel inside of the Glock 23, and I also have the original barrel in here. So if I say I run out of 9mm and I need a stronger round than a 22, I can shoot 9mm or 40, and I have 2 magazines inside of this little pouch here. for 40 caliber. So I guess I'll go ahead and we'll move on here. Let's talk about what the pistols are riding in. So the Glock 23 is going to be on my hip with this outside the waistband Kydex holster that I made. And this will actually come into play in another kit as well, so I'm just going to move that aside. And then I have the MP22 on this Black Hawk chest rig. It's called a Rapid Assault. I absolutely love this thing. And I'll just explain really quickly what I have on the chest rig itself. So firstly, magazines. There's 5 magazines, plus I'll have 1 in the rifle, totaling 168 rounds. Each magazine holds 22 LR. I've got 2 of the sturdy rounders from Glock for 9mm, and then I also have 2 more down here. Just a Gerber Multi-Tool. In here, I've got a Cree T6 flashlight. Now, for those of you who don't know Cree flashlights, they're incredibly inexpensive flashlights that you can get on Amazon. I believe this one is 500 plus lumens, and I spent probably less than 30 bucks on it. I'll put a link below for it. These flashlights are freaking awesome. This is the MP22, a little bit extra 550 cord. Let's see here. This is a SOG Seal Pup Elite, and this is, now quickly to discuss it, every kit I have, I will have a primary weapon, a secondary weapon, and sometimes 2 secondary, like a pistol, and then I'll also have some form of a knife or a machete, just as a tertiary weapon. For this kit, I've decided to go with the Seal Pup. If I'm using this, the zombies have gotten incredibly close to me, and I'm basically just, I'm stabbing them in the face, or in the head, excuse me. Moving on, I'm not going to pull it out here, but I've got a box of 50 9mm rounds. In this pocket here, I've got my Baofeng ham radio. This is the UB5R 2 Plus version, so it's the newest Baofeng version. Let's see here, I'll just move over to this pocket real quick. Just some extra 550, some pens, pencils, and something to write on. In here I've got matches, and usually there's a lighter. I'm not sure where the lighter's at, but there should be a lighter in there. Here's the Right in the Rain notebook. And then in this pocket, I keep 20 rounds of 5.56 just in case I do pick up a 5.56, like an AR-15 or an M4. I've got 3 AAA batteries in here, and then an extra AA as well. I keep a Energizer headlamp. I love these headlamps, and they're incredibly inexpensive. And then, of course, I've got the extra barrel and the 2 magazines for the 40 caliber. Then in the back of the kit, I've got 200 rounders of 22 LR hollow point mini mags, so 200 extra rounds. So I'm at 350 plus right now on 22 LR, and I've got 3 chem lights, one of which is IR, just in case I'm dealing with military. I want them to be able to see me, because you never know. You don't want the military to shoot at you. And then on the bib at the top of the rig, I've got, it's just a small little pouch here that holds shotgun shells. I've got 10 shotgun shells, just in case I come across a shotgun but I don't have any ammo. So as you can see, I've got the ability to shoot 4 calibers just right here on the kit, but it doesn't add a whole lot of weight, it doesn't take up a whole lot of extra space, but it's on the kit. And really, like I said, this is for going on like a longer mission, or you'll be away from the house for a longer amount of time. So you might be scavenging. You're gonna have to, whatever you can find is what you use. So this kit gives me the ability to do that. Talked about the rifle, and also, as I talked about, I have a primary, secondary, and tertiary. This kind of goes along with my tertiary, and this is really, kind of for shits and giggles, but I've decided to go with a cold steel British heavy cavalry saber. And realistically, if I'm out and about, I want the ability to be able to cut the head off of a zombie very efficiently. And the reason I've gone with this is because it has a little bit of extra weight, but this sword has the ability to easily slice through, or slice the head off of a zombie. And it's pretty badass. So this will be my my badass zombie head chopping weapon to go with the kit. And the last thing that I'm not going to go deep into, but that is the Bugout bag that goes with this kit. Now, instead of going explaining everything that goes into this bag, or everything that's inside of this bag, I'm just going to put a link down here, because I've already covered all the contents of the bag. And just click on the link, it's going to open a new video, and you can, if you want to, you can check out the contents of the bag. So this is my, my 24 to 72 hour kit for the scenario where you're in a world full of zombies but not very many humans. Okay, so now I'll show you my next kit. So this is my World at War kit. Basically, this kit is designed to not only fight against zombies, but also fight against humans. You know, so basically, if I'm wearing this kit, you know, not a lot of humans have been killed yet. There's a lot of human against human fighting and human against zombie fighting. So I want to be able to protect myself from bullets as well as zombies and zombie bites. So let me explain the kit. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the plate carrier. So like I said, I want to be able to protect against bullets. So what I've got here is it's a plate carrier from Blackwater. I actually don't think you can buy these anymore. And inside of it, I've got two, I believe they're level 4+ plates, front and back. And then I've also got 2 sets of level 3 ballistics as well. So should be able to stop really anything 7.62 and below. So that's what I have inside of this plate carrier. The idea behind this kit as well is that I actually will be shooting quite a bit, and I'm going to be shooting a little bit larger caliber rifle than I would in the other kits. You know, primarily I'm going to be shooting 5.56 as my primary weapon. So in this kit I have headphones, because if I'm going to be shooting quite a bit, I'm going to want to protect my hearing, and I'm still going to want to be able to hear well while protecting my hearing. So I've got a set of 3M Peltors, and they're fairly inexpensive for how awesome they are. And let's see, let's talk about the weapon systems real quick here. So let's start with the rifle itself. This is a Palmetto State AR-15. And actually, I pieced this together myself to save a little bit of money. I really like Palmetto State because the barrels are made by FN USA, which is a very well-known company. They make a lot of the barrels for the heavy machine guns for the military. And to really briefly discuss what's on this, I have some Magpul stuff, Magpul buttstock. Really awesome flashlight. It's a Olight M20X, so less than $100, and this is very bright. I'll provide a link below if you want to check it out. This is a Aimpoint Patrolman optic for quick target acquisition, and the reason I like this one, because like I said, I'm going to be shooting a lot, is I put that on this rifle because I'm going to be using it a lot. I don't want the battery to run out. I believe this battery, they said it goes for more than 6 months with it turned on. Maybe it was even up to a year. Don't quote me on it. But all I remember is this thing will go for a very long time turned on. So even if you forget to turn it off, it'll still be good. I do have a set of backup sights. I believe they're Magpul, and a few other Magpul things. I'm sure you can see and tell what they are. But I absolutely love this rifle. So now I'll go on to my secondary weapon, and that is a Springfield Armory Champion Operator 1911. These things are absolutely awesome. I've got some nice VZ grips on it for good grip. I'm gonna be shooting this with gloves, like I discussed before. So I've got a really good bite on the handle. It's just a nice 1911. I've got the Chip McCormick 10-rounder magazines, which I recommend for your 1911s. And the reason I've decided to go with the 5.56 and the 45 ACP is because 5.56, even though it's not an extremely long distance weapon, you still can shoot, you know, pretty effectively up to 250, 300 meters, which is cool. But it's also, you know, it's a pretty versatile weapon, and also it's a weapon that I feel a lot of people are going to be using. So if I need to replace a part, find a part, or this stop functioning and I find another one, I'm going to have the same caliber. So it's a pretty universal platform, especially in the United States, and that's why I went with the AR-15. Now the 1911, it's a proven pistol, first of all. You know, in my opinion, it's one of the best pistols ever made. The platform is anyways, and this is a very decent 1911 as well. Also, I went with this. First of all, it shoots 45 ACP, which, for those of you who know about calibers, it's a very efficient, close-range weapon that packs a lot of punch. It's got a lot of stopping power. Also, you know, with the 10-round magazines, this really does have a pretty decent. It can carry a pretty decent amount of rounds, and also I'm a lot more efficient with it because it's got a very nice single-action trigger. So that's why I went with the 1911, also because it's badass. So just using this Black Hawk, holster here. Now for my tertiary weapon, it's possible I could be fighting other humans with this kit, but I still have to worry about zombies, especially at close distances. So I went with a cold steel Kukuri, and it's got a little bit of grease still on it. Actually, it's covered in mineral oil also. You don't want it to rust because this is really nice steel. But for those of you who know, Kukuris are amazing chopping weapons. Just you can tell by the design of the blade. So I went with the Kukuri because I really want to be able to lob the heads off of zombies. And this is definitely one of the weapons to do it. The only downside to this is the length. So unlike in my other kit, I have a British sword, which is very long. This is pretty short. So I am going to have to get a little bit closer with this, but it also is very effective as well. And it's good if I had to, fight somebody else, this would be a decent weapon as well. So those are my 3 weapons. On the plate carrier itself, I have 3 extra 10-round magazines. Let's see here. I have a little Cree flashlight. I do need to upgrade this flashlight, but for right now, that's what I have. These are still pretty decent too. I'll put a link to that below. I have a Gerber Multi-Tool. This is a Baofeng 5R version 2 Plus. And this will have a magazine, so I've got 120 rounds, 90 on the kit itself, mag pools obviously, and IR flag just in case I am dealing with military, and an IR chem light just in case I am if there's military in the area, I want them to be able to see me and I definitely don't want them to shoot me. Other than that, let's go into, I have a little pouch here. This is a little admin pouch, similar items to my other kit, Right in the Rain notebook, a lighter, pens and pencils, 550 cord. I have another Energizer headlamp, extra batteries, AAA and AA, and that's about it. And that's pretty much it, except for the Bugout bag itself, which once again, I'm not going to cover exactly what's in the Bugout bag, primarily because it would take so much time. This video would be like 2 hours long, so there's a link right there. Go ahead and click the link. It's going to show you a video of everything generally that I have in the bag. I have made a few minor adjustments, but no big deal. The only thing that the video really doesn't explain that I want to talk about real quick is I do have another knife. This is a Becker Bk2. It's an amazing survival knife, and I absolutely love it. So I have that on the kit itself just for survival purposes, and it also could be a fighting knife if necessary. So that is my World at War kit, and I will now go on to the next kit. The last kit I have here, this is my at-home kit. Now, to be fair, this isn't everything I'd use at my house. Now, if I had to pick some items, this would be generally what they would be. So let me go ahead and explain why I've chosen what I've chosen here. So the first concept is I'm fighting inside of my house. So it's got to be things that I can quickly get to, quickly put on, easily function, maneuver with, be able to see, and also weapons and calibers that I think would be most effective inside of the house. So I guess we'll start with the shotgun. So this is a 590A1 shotgun. And it's a really nice military grade shotgun. I've decided to go with the shotgun because it's very effective with very little aiming, and I don't have to worry quite as much about wall penetration and things going through the wall into other rooms, because there is kids in the house. So that's my primary weapon. Next, I have my Rock River Arms operator, and this would really be used for shooting zombies at distances that might be coming towards the house. For those of you who don't know, this is an M4, shoots 5.56 rounds. Really nothing special. I've got kind of I've got a scope on here. I've got a Surefire flashlight. A few other mods, but nothing special to talk about. But this is a very good rifle for shooting mid-distance, and I can accurately place rounds with it. So that's why I decided to go with this one. My secondary close quarters weapon would be, it's this Glock 23 that is also used in my other kit. And now, like I explained before, this does have the Lone Wolf 9mm barrel in it. It does have a flashlight. So if I, obviously if it's nighttime, I'm going to go with this before I'd go with the shotgun, because I want to be able to see in the house. And if I did decide to go with the shotgun, I would definitely make sure I had my flashlight. And the flashlight for the house is I'd use the Cree T6. This is, I actually don't know the lumens on this, but it's incredibly bright. I'll put a link to this below. And it's a great, inexpensive, but very effective and very reliable flashlight. And as you can tell from my previous kits, I really do like Cree because they're fairly inexpensive. Flashlights can get a little pricey. So that's what I went with. How I plan on carrying my ammo is this, I'm kind of calling it, I don't want to call it an operator belt, because I believe somebody else already calls theirs that. But it's like a go-to-war belt. And really what it is you just, if you need to get your ammo and your weapons real quickly, you just clip the belt on and you're good to go. It uses all homemade Kydex holsters and magazine holders. So I've got these magazine holders here for my Magpul magazines for my M4. And then I keep a spare magazine and another Gerber Multi-Tool on the belt. And like I mentioned before, gloves and glasses. My glasses do stay in here. Now these are the glasses that I plan on using for every kit. It doesn't matter what brand they are though. So now we'll go on to my tertiary weapon. Now this is actually a cold steel rifleman's hawk, but I plan on replacing this with a cold steel spike hawk, which will be my in the house, tertiary weapon, just in case I run out of rounds or both of my other weapons go down. And I chose the Spike Hawk because it's a little bit lighter than this one. It has the spike, so if you need to go in the top or the side of a zombie head, you can. But you could also do chopping if you needed to. But for two-handed use, this right now is good enough. So that's my my go-to-war belt. And then last but not least is just a Bugout bag like I had done before. I'll put a link right there. I'm not going to go over the contents of the Bugout bag itself because it would take forever. But if you want to check it out, click the link. It'll open up in another window. And you can see what I have in there. Alright, well that's about it for my at-home kit. That's my zombie apocalypse war kit. I hope you enjoyed it, and I appreciate you watching. If you've made it all the way to the end of the video, hopefully that means you enjoyed it, or at least you were interested to see what I had in my kit. If you like my channel, please be sure to subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.